Okay, so EventKy, I think some of you might have seen it already on Pubky app. Post about it, or this call being added on there. It's basically like a meetup.com alternative built on top of Pubky, allowing calendars and events to be created. So I'm just going to show you the possibilities that you can do with it real quick. So if you can see, I've got on the left side an instance open with one user, with that centralized user, select the Swiss Bitcoin community. And on the right side, I've got my own account. And so I've made this calendar with one demo event in it, where you can see at a location, things like that, with the time, all of this cool stuff. And basically what I'm going to show you is how you could create a calendar and add some admins to that calendar. So you could have let's say, calendar for your community where multiple people can add events, meetups, if you're doing Bitcoin meetups or whatever other things you're doing. So if I'm going to go here, I'm going to edit that calendar that's managed by this user. At the bottom, I can add an author. So let's say I'm going to add my own user here. Bottom, I'm going to save that. And as you can see, I'm listed as an author here. So if I'm reloading on that side where I'm logged in with my Gil user, you'll be able to see that I'm now able to add an event to that calendar. So let's add a short event. I added some information already, so I don't have to go over that now. It's basically, I'm going to create an event that's a recurring event. So let's say if you want to have an event that's happening on each last Thursday of the month, like let's say for 3 times, but monthly, specific transitions, Thursdays, the last. So you can see that I've added here the 26th of February at 6 p.m. in UTC time zone with a duration of 2 hours. And then I set a recurring one with 3 events. It's going to have all these events. But let's say maybe in March, I want to have this event on another day because there's some holiday or something. And I'll want to set the 17th of March at 6 p.m. then. I can add this as an additional event and remove the 26th of March. It's going to be removed from that event instance. And because I've selected the demo calendar, add event from the demo calendar, it's going to add that event to this calendar automatically. But what I can also do is add a single event to 2 different calendars. So as this user is an admin for this decentralized calendar, this demo calendar, and add both of them. I think that's everything filled out. And I can go ahead and create that event. You can see that I've got 3 instances coming up. So let's say I myself, as this user, on the 30th of April, I'm not able to attend this meetup. So I'm going to say I can't go. Not sure about the 17th, so I can attend as a maybe. And 26th of February, I'm going to be able to go. Another thing you can do is similar to the Pubky app. You can add tags. So let's say demo event and added demo. Yeah, basically that's it. We go over here and on the calendar itself, it should now render all these instances. So we can see in the monthly view, I've got the recurring event here listed on the 26th, on the 17th, and on the 30th of April. There's also a weekly view and an agenda view where all these events will be rendered, and depending on which date I have selected, everything will be shown. All of this is based on the Pubky app specs and the existing ICS standards for event and calendars. So there's basically interoperability between existing calendar apps that are possible. So for example, if I use, let's say, this demo calendar. I want to add it to my own calendar. I can go to subscribe, copy the subscription link, and if we're going to review this calendar, you can see that I can add this feed link, and it will actually pull the events from EventKy, from the EventKy API, where it pulls it from the Homeservers and basically translates it into normal ICS files that's updated. The nice thing with these feeds is that if, let's say I'm going to go here or here on this demo event, and I'm going to edit it to say recurring demo event test, and I update this. As it is added as a feed, it should actually update it even in your calendar. So you should maybe it actually caches it so it doesn't actually go. Yeah, but it should actually update it after some while. I think that's it's caching it for a short while there. These tags, they work the same way as the tags in Pubky app work. It's saved into the same folder. And let's say if you're gonna go to events, that you can see which events are coming up across all calendars. You can filter by calendars, but also by these tags. So you can filter by demo, and it should actually filter out all events that are not tagged with this tag. There's also a calendar overview where you can discover all existing calendars on the Pubky network. There's a couple of testing calendars in there that might have to be cleaned up. Yeah, what else? There's a dashboard where you can see your own events, which calendars you manage, some quick stats, as well as your profile. And generally across all these events, let's say I'm going to go to the Pubky Dev Call event here. If for all these users that are added here, if I click on them, it will actually open their profile in Pubky app. So the profile management is the same as the Pubky. It's using pubky.app for the profile management, pulling all the information from there. Yeah, there's a couple of things that will be added as well over the next few weeks. For example, my recurring events. Right now, you have same metadata for all events with just different dates. The idea is that you might be able to override a single event. And for like the Swiss Bitcoin community, I'm planning on integrating like a bot for Telegram and potentially other platforms that might send. And the users can actually see it like the events in the chats so that they get pulled in there, so that not everybody has to use it, while still being able to profit from this and things like that. Yeah. Are there any questions?
Not a question, but I want to boost you a bit and reiterate that this isn't just him using a Pubky key to log into a website that is a meetup call. It is actually using the primitives of Pubky, Homeserver, etc., to be able to add calendars and calendar events as a primitive in the Pubky ecosystem. So for now, it's mostly just showing through this EventKy app, but we would probably end up adding this into Pubky.app and other applications that want to have calendar aspects to them, and then eventually have events be a primitive that Pubky Nexus picks up and can be sorted within Pubky.app along with every other type of post. So it's also research towards, having the specs be updated to support this as an object inside of Pubky.
Thank you. Anything else? Yeah, thank you. I'll be posting about it if I have any updates on Pubky app, so keep looking out for it.